user now. Me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I had to give you guys a little bit of my M3GAN dance. We just got back from watching M3GAN, you guys. It wasn't in 4DX or 3D. It was no need. This movie, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, but it was creepy. Had a couple of creepy moments in this movie. So as you guys know, we find out in the beginning the story of why M3GAN is made for this little girl. And when things started to kind of unfold, we were like, oh, okay, now I understand why she was specifically made for her. And in this movie, we kind of see, you know, in the trailers, we saw a little bit of what went on. But now we understand the reasons behind why M3GAN does what she does. So, of course, it takes place with this woman who is behind M3GAN. She makes M3GAN. There's a little bit more of a story behind that, and as to why she gets so intrigued with making her, I should say. So she's in her quote-unquote lab making M3GAN. She obviously describes what M3GAN means. I forgot what it said. It's M3 something with I forgot. I know that they said it, and I know I saw it somewhere else, but it has something to do with the type of android that she is. So so everything's all fine in the beginning, of course. Everything's all good. The little girl is going through something that is very traumatic, and so M3GAN is made for her to help her. And it has helped her in such a way that it got to a point where she got extremely attached to her. And you'll see in the movie how attached she really got. Like, at first I didn't know how far this was going to go with the relationship between the little girl and M3GAN. But things start to unfold later on. So, of course, we see the woman she's in, you know, we see her with some co-workers. And we see that they're, you know, helping her make M3GAN. And they're kind of trying to configure her and trying to run more tests to make sure that she's good. And then she kind of gets brought, there's a proposition that comes up to her. And then she becomes a really, really big asset to where she works. And so along the way, she is still trying to help the little girl, which is, I don't know if I should say, well, put it like this. So she does what she can to be there for the little girl. And at first, it's like she doesn't know how to kind of adapt with having the girl around. So it's really awkward in the beginning. And you see the girl doesn't really, she's kind of like emotionless or emotional, whichever way you can look at it. But then when M3GAN gets introduced to her, then she's all, you know, she's got someone there with her, so to speak. And it gets to a point where it becomes a problem later on. And so she's got this annoying neighbor, these co-workers that love to work for her. She's got a boss. I did not like his acting at all. The dude that we see in the trailer, M3GAN running after, I wasn't a fan of his acting at all. But for the most part, there's stuff in here that you'll kind of understand. And at one point you kind of see something or someone doing something. You're like, wow, like I didn't expect that. Like, I wonder where they're going with that. But I feel like there were not huge holes, because we can kind of safely assume stuff. But I feel like there were a few holes in this movie. I feel like maybe they did a lot with this movie and they had to cut some stuff short or maybe cut some stuff out. There was just certain stuff in this movie where I felt like was a little bit like there was more information that needed to be presented with certain situations in this movie. I can think of maybe 3 points in this movie where I'm just like, well, what happened with that, and why did they do this? And they could have kind of uncovered what they were doing with this part, and you know what I mean. But for the most part, I definitely enjoyed the movie. It had its funny moments. It was a creepy moment. The moment definitely what we saw in the trailer where she's like, you know, crawling in the woods, like that was probably one of the creepiest parts in the movie. And you'll see what really happened in that part of the movie, which was absolutely insane. But it was definitely, it was, I don't know, like I just had a good time watching it. I really did. I would definitely give this movie, I would say 3.5 toodles for sure. 3.5, a little above average. Little above average. I just wish that there was a little bit more to certain parts in this movie where it kind of could have unfolded the stories of those things a little bit more. But yeah, I would definitely give this 3.5 toodles. That's definitely more than average for me. I don't know, like I wouldn't give it 4, only because I just don't feel, I always do out of 5. 5 is like the highest, is absolutely top notch. Like Maverick was 5 out of 5. I wouldn't give it 4. I definitely wouldn't give it 5. Maybe 3 3.75, almost 4. I really did enjoy the movie. I definitely liked it. We could push for 4. I don't know. But yeah, so definitely don't take my word for it. As always, I tell you guys, go watch the movies for yourselves. Come back here, let me know what you guys thought. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed my review. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!